I want to ask you a two-part question. Did the fight go exactly how you planned it was going to go? And do you think this performance tonight makes Oscar Valdez even more hesitant to accept the fight with you?
I think he don't really got no choice, but the fight went exactly how I planned it in my head. I played it in my head a bunch of times before I came to the arena. I slept on it, I knew what I was going to do. But I feel like he ain't going to have no choice at the end of the day. He's Mexican, and no Mexican fans is not going to allow him to keep ducking and dodging. So I got a belt now. I put on a great performance with a top-level champion, and I don't think there's no way out now.
Good morning, fight fans. On September 21st of 2021, Oscar Valdez calls out the winner of SHAKUR Stevenson versus Jamel Herring for his next fight. Oh, does he? Does he really? Really? Beta! And I quote, hopefully we can come back to Tucson, Arizona, because you know that's where they give you all of those cheating ass cards for a cheating ass dude. My bad, just thought I'd interject a little bit. There's another great fighter. Hopefully it's the one we all want. I repeat, the one we all want. You guys know who he is, said Valdez. We all want the winner of SHAKUR Stevenson and Jamel Herring. Let's do it. They are great fighters. They are great champions. The best have to fight the best. Let the best man win that night.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
My point exactly. So the newly crowned 130-pound champion, the two-time champion herself, one time at 126, 130 pounds as well, SHAKUR Stevenson, who has been chasing fucking Valdez since 126 pounds.
I feel like Oscar Valdez should be next. I'm #1 in the WBO. Me and Oscar should square it off. I feel like if you go to 130, that's whack. I feel like he can make 126 for another fight, but if he choose not to, I feel like he's ducking me. So, Oscar Valdez, if you're watching this, please get in the ring with me. I want to fight you, bro.
Very evident that he wants his scalp. He takes to Twitter and he says, now we've been calling out Valdez for how long? How long? Now I see top-ranking the reporters with a voice talking about Valdez versus Navarrete. So now after
Stop the cap.
taking the belt from the champ and the best performance of my career, we talking Valdez fighting a 126-pounder. Come on now.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Now, fight fans, we already know that when SHAKUR Stevenson became a belt holder at 126 pounds, Oscar Valdez shifted up to 130 to fight Miguel Berchelt. He didn't shift up to 130 pounds to fight Miguel Berchelt because he was the tougher fighter at 130 pounds, and we know Miguel Berchelt was considered the big dog at 130 at the time, devastating puncher, etc., etc. It's a cloak, a scapegoat. It'll help you save face in the eyes of those who believe that you were trying to get away from SHAKUR Stevenson, in the same exact way that if you regress to 126 pounds to fight the very skilled Emmanuel Navarrete, it would be another cloak of a scapegoat from trying to duck SHAKUR Stevenson once again. You called for it. It's been put out in articles. It's been quoted that you said the only fight next to make is against Jamel Herring or SHAKUR Stevenson. So if he doesn't take that fight, we already know what it is. There's a nightmare chilling in his closet named SHAKUR Stevenson, and little buddy is all the way scared to fight him. Very fearful of fighting him, and if you're not, you would go ahead and make that fight. But here's the deal. Emmanuel Navarrete and all his awkward skill, Oscar Valdez has a much better opportunity of looking better in that situation than completely getting outclassed by SHAKUR Stevenson, and that's his way of saving face and then throwing out narratives, you know, hypothetically speaking, that all he did was run. In the same way that he said about Conceição, and we saw his face after that match. I mean, he got his ass whooped and robbed on the cards. And the worst part is, he was cheating. And in the same way, he cheated against Miguel Berchelt. So we have to question his validity at 130 as well when it came to Miguel.
To my people, I've never used banned substance to enhance my performance. I've never done it. I've always been very respectful for the anti-doping rules ever since I was an amateur Olympian and I was a professional. Ever since I became a world champion in 2016, I've been tested for more than 30 times. I insisted on writing on Nevada testing myself for the Robson Conceição fight and put that under my contract. I would like to thank my manager, Frank Espinosa, my trainer, Eddie Reynoso, and all my team and everybody who's been with me through these tough times. I would also like to thank the Pascuayaki Boxing Commission for letting this fight proceed and hearing my case. I will happily comply with all the situations set forth by the Boxing Commission Council, collaborate with all the program tests and other activities required from me. I hope to see you guys September 10th on my first title defense back in Tucson, Arizona. I wish you all well.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Gotcha, bitch. Listen, man, after the performance I just saw on Saturday and all of the skill that SHAKUR Stevenson possesses, he arguably is the most devastating and scariest fighter at 130 pounds and other divisions if he becomes implemented there. Now, listen, man, there's no other way for Oscar Valdez to go. No, you can't go down, and absolutely you can't go up. The fight you need to take is unifying those titles and with SHAKUR Stevenson. And if he doesn't take that fight, look, man, it's a duck. The only people that are running here aren't the people with the skill set to make you look bad, to make you look befuddled, to make you look like the inferior sock'em bock'em fighters that you are.
He needs some milk.
As scared as y'all. And we know what you're scared of. So guess what? It's time to get on the ball, and it's time to fight. And we already know that he wants it, and once again, as the article said, you want it as well. I'm just saying, make your fans happy. Clout chasing while you a whole cheater won't help you, bruh. All of the fans of SHAKUR Stevenson happy, make the boxing world happy, and put on an amazing spectacle. And if you're a great fighter, you won't flee from styles. You'll run towards them. And if they make you look bad, you'll be going out of your way to fight them more so you can get better. Well, that's all I got for you guys. As we always say at the end of this shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Some motherfucking balls.
Everyone talks about the young princes, kings, whatever you want to call them at 135 who don't step into the ring against one another. But here at 130, there's champions who want to fight. Who do you want to fight?
I mean, there's only one fight left at the end of the day. It's the biggest fight in the division. Oscar can't keep ducking. It's time for him to fight. It's me versus Oscar Valdez. There's nothing else to look forward to. The 130-pound division, we need to unify. Let's get it.
A few moments later.
People, I've never used banned substance to enhance my performance. I've never done it. I've always been very respectful for the anti-doping rules ever since I was an amateur Olympian and I was a professional. My people, I've never used banned substance to enhance my performance. I've never done it. I've always been very respectful for the anti-doping rules ever since I was an amateur Olympian and I was a professional. I've never done it. I've always been very respectful for the anti-doping rules ever since I was an amateur Olympian and I was a professional.